Derek's Dungeon Depot is a quirky, comedic fantasy novel that flips traditional dungeon crawler tropes on their head. Instead of focusing on adventurers storming dungeons, it centers on Derek, an eccentric entrepreneur who decides to open a one-stop shop for dungeon masters, monsters, and adventurers alike. The novel begins with Derek inheriting a crumbling fortress on the edge of a magical wilderness. Rather than turning it into a stronghold, Derek sees an opportunity. Why not create a dungeon depot, a marketplace where adventurers can buy supplies, monsters can rent lairs, and dungeon masters can outsource traps and puzzles? His vision is equal parts genius and ridiculous, but Derek is determined to make it work. The narrative thrives on fantasy comedy tropes. Dungeon parody. Instead of fighting monsters, Derek negotiates contracts with them. Entrepreneurial hero. Derek treats dungeon running like a business venture. Oddball companions. A sarcastic goblin accountant, a bard who insists on singing jingles, and a retired dragon who just wants peace. Satire of RPG mechanics. Inventory systems, loot drops, and quest boards are reimagined as business logistics. Supporting characters add humor and chaos. Grizzle, the goblin accountant, who insists Derek's business model is doomed, but still crunches the numbers. Lyra, a bard hired to advertise the depot, whose jingles become annoyingly popular. Smaugson, a retired dragon who rents out his lair through Derek's service. The Adventurers Guild, skeptical of Derek's unconventional approach, but unable to resist his discounts. The climax builds when Derek's depot faces sabotage from rival entrepreneurs, namely a necromancer who runs a competing dungeon outlet. The sabotage escalates into a chaotic showdown where adventurers, monsters, and dungeon masters all clash inside Derek's fortress. Derek must prove that his depot can survive not just financially but physically. The resolution is both comedic and triumphant. Derek saves the depot by turning the battle itself into a promotional event, offering discounts to anyone who survives. His business thrives, and the novel closes with Derek dreaming of franchising his idea across the realm, setting up future installments in the series. The prose is light-hearted, witty, and satirical, poking fun at fantasy cliches while delivering genuine laughs. Fans of comic fantasy and RPG parodies will find themselves delighted. Ultimately, Derek's Dungeon Depot is a story of absurd ambition and unexpected success. It begins with a crumbling fortress and ends with a thriving business, offering readers a journey that is both hilarious and imaginative.